So preview night for San Diego Comic-Con 2025 starts tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But despite that, here we are right now with a bunch of wrestling figure reveals, as well as some spoilers of what you will be seeing tonight at preview night. And I think you're going to want to see it. So stay tuned to the end for a new WWE Mattel line. All right, Fig fam. So tonight is preview night for San Diego Comic-Con 2025. And even though we have not gotten any official reveals yet at this time, there is still a bunch of stuff that we have to report from independent companies, AEW, and even WWE. So we're going to get right into it. And as usual, this is brought to you by my book, The Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now at heelbooks.com. There is the modern edition that covers everything from 2010 to present day, and there's also a Mattel guide that covers strictly Mattel, and you could save a little bit of money on that one. It's a little bit cheaper because it's about half the size. So, but moving on, I'm going to show you some of the reveals that we saw this week, and starting off right here. Epic Toys got in their new wrestling megastars. We've got Barry Windham, Dr. Death Steve Williams, The Barbarian, and Ric Flair, all mint on card and loose. I think The Barbarian looks good. I think Steve Williams looks good. However, I'm not a huge fan of that Barry Windham, and that Ric Flair head is something of nightmares. It just does not do it for me. It really doesn't look like him to me. But luckily, I'm pretty good on Ric Flair retros, so it's easy to pass on these. That Barbarian, though, is definitely screaming my name. Moving on, we talked about this last week. Power Packed Wrestlers. Andre the Giant is also going to be there. I think we mentioned that in my video last week where we talked about the Macho Man Randy Savage. It appears that these are going to be Series 1 of the Power Packed Wrestlers 3.75 inch, and this one is a 4.25 inch, which I think is interesting to keep him out of scale with the rest. And I believe these are going to be sold individually as well as a package deal through FC Toys. I like to go to Retro Wrestling Figures for them. I think it's just easier to type in. But yeah, and when they go up for sale, which I'm sure is going to be pretty soon based on what it says, plus, you know, the effectiveness of this production, I would say that they're going to be up there pretty soon, and you can use code FIGHEEL to save 10%. Also, we saw General Adnan from Mitch over at Hastel Toys with their grapplers and gimmicks. It's like a nice little test shot, unpainted. We also saw Salvatore Sincere, a.k.a. Tom Brandy, complete with removable hat. The pink is like identical to what he wore. The pink and white, this thing looks great. I met Tom a couple times when I was a kid. I always thought he was such a cool guy. So I will definitely be picking this one up. And Bastion Booger. And dare I say, this looks like what Hasbro would have done if the Orange Card series did come out. Bastion Booger, all right, in a very Hasbro-esque pose, right? Very, very natural disaster style, Bam Bam Bigelow style mold. He comes with a piece of pizza, a piece of, or I shouldn't even say a piece, but a chicken with a big chunk taken out of it. And I believe there is also going to be a ice cream bar with Bastion Booger on it that he can hold. So that's pretty cool. And then we saw some Regium figures. Obviously, we see all four here, but we'll get better shots of each. Here we see Gangrel. I think this thing looks incredible. Cannot wait to see it with the cloth goods shirt. We have Steve Mongo McMichael. We have the Rougeaus back there. Ahmed Johnson. You'll also see that we got the Strike Force hidden back here, as well as Tom Savini. But it's not a wrestling figure, so we're not talking about it. There are the Rougeaus. Looking so good, man. These are figures I didn't know I needed. And, of course, Ahmed Johnson, which is incredible. This is a must. I feel like this is going to be one of his best-selling figures, period, because of the scale and the fact that everybody has really wanted an Ahmed Johnson for quite some time. Then these popped up at a GameStop in Canada from my man Elrod.Lopez on Instagram. Okay? He saw these, then went on Electronics Boutique Canada, EB Games, GameStop, Canada's website, and they had all of the studio shots of these. We have the upcoming Target exclusive pay-per-view limited edition Kill Switch from All Out. This is number 7 in the pay-per-view line. Thought it was pretty interesting. I love the red accenting and the red mask goes really well with his look. Very, very similar to that Unrivaled that's out right now, but still, I dig Luchasaurus Kill Switch, and I think his figures look incredible. So I'm definitely on board for getting both of these, the Unrivaled and this one. Here's a loose picture. It looks awesome. I still think that that Luchasaurus mold, the feet, everything about it is like one of the best that Jazzwares has ever done. Plus, those tattoos are absolutely vibrant. It looks incredible. And then number 6 in the pay-per-view line is Orange Cassidy from Double or Nothing. He comes with an additional hand. He comes with the championship and the Double or Nothing chair. No cloth goods up top. Comes with glasses. You cannot put his hands inside the pockets of these jeans. So it's just a ring-ready Orange Cassidy. But a lot of people seemed excited about this one. I thought it was pretty meh myself. I love the packaging on these, but other than that, it's I can expect these to go on clearance, to be honest with you. Check that out though. And last but not least, this is the one that I've been waiting to see, and I'm really not a huge fan of it. The AEW World's End, 2-pack of Christian Cage, Cope, Adam Copeland. This is the first Cope branded figure in AEW, not just Adam Copeland. He comes with the Cope vest. Christian Cage comes in the black shirt, pretty much all black gear, white and black wrist tape, black elbow pads, and that weird, awkward screaming face that does not look like Christian Cage at all. The Adam Copeland looks a little bit more like him, but not exactly. These are not very good head sculpts. Curious what these are going to cost, because the last time we got a 2-pack, it was MJF and Mox, and it was actually $19.99 on the website and in store. It was not discounted. People say it was discounted. It was really just a pricing error. I'm expecting this to be $39.99, but hopefully it's $19.99. That would be really nice, right? Again, doesn't really come with any additional hands or anything like that, but it does have the cloth goods for both of them. I do love those pants on the Adam Copeland. I think it's pretty cool. And there they are, loose. And then we got an email from WWE. They're sweetening the pot for their SummerSlam week. And now they are doing an I Was There 2025 collector's package for tickets. This is for the 2-day, August 2nd and 3rd SummerSlam in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium. There will be 1,550 Ghostwrite figures included in this collectibles package. And right here, you can see you get 2-day upper level seating. So you get both Saturday and Sunday tickets, exclusive SummerSlam Ghostwrite collectible, dedicated priority pass entrance. So you just get in a different line, and professional on-site support staff with really nothing. So you're really just getting the 2 tickets and the collectible, $400 a person. Apparently, these Ghostwrite collectibles are like the next big hot collectible, according to WWE's email. I've never heard of them, believe it or not. But that's what it looks like. It's basically like this silver statue with a crown, has SummerSlam on it, and the WWE logo. So if you're into that, you can pick it up now for $400. But we also saw this. So someone spotted, Soda Seekers spotted in a Logan Paul vlog, a John Cena prototype bottle in the background. And someone over at get-pry.me on Instagram made a mock-up based off of the blurred out image. We don't know what flavor this is going to be, but as you can see, it's definitely John Cena. He's doing the You Can't See Me, says John Cena. I mean, they've had sponsored athlete bottles before, but this, I actually expect this to probably be given away at SummerSlam. Logan Paul's there. I mean, it just makes sense they've been doing it for every WrestleMania and SummerSlam the past couple years. So it makes sense that this is going to be the giveaway. So that's what I'm expecting. And it's got me itchy to get tickets now. So maybe I'll get that $400 figure to go with it. Maybe not. And now this. So this is a sneak peek of the Mattel setup for San Diego Comic-Con. You'll notice they got the elites in the back. They have a John Cena case right there. I'm hoping that we see that Vanilla Ice John Cena. Come on, Steve. You know, I've been wanting to see that. But then we see 2 WWE superstars in the form of wrestling superstars, LJN packaging. So the one up front with the clear acrylic around it, that is clearly like a photo op. You can stand there and look like you're in the package. They love doing that. But in the back, you can see that there is 2 shelves that are both split. So 4 full shelves of WWE superstars, and you'll see that it has the LJN logo. That's because Mattel acquired the LJN brand name and licensing and the IP And so now they're going to be creating LJN style figures, which I'm excited to see. I want to see them mint on card. I want to see them loose. I want to see them painted. But the reason I say I want to see them painted is because I have a little sneak peek. I have a little sneak peek of an unpainted WWE superstar, what I believe is going to be one. And it's right here. John Cena. I believe that this is probably most likely a WWE Mattel WWE Superstar LJN figure. Doing the double biflex, the baggy shirt, jeans. You see the knee pads there, sneakers. I think it's pretty awesome. Clearly, if you look at the head, he's missing his hair and his hat. Clearly, they're gluing a hat on top of there, so that's what you can expect. I'm very curious. But as you can see in the last picture, there is definitely going to be a Mattel Creations exclusive here. This is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting this to all be Mattel Creations for these WWE superstars. But it's kind of interesting, right? Because they already have a LJN theme line that is better than the LJN form factor. And I'm talking about the Coliseum Collection Ultimate Edition. So very curious as to why there is going to be two LJN themed lines, but neither here nor there. I was zooming in here to see what is on these banners, and it's all older figures. So we can definitely expect some more stuff tomorrow at preview night. So make sure that you come back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel. We will be unpacking literally everything that they show off: elites, basics, main events, ultimates, and obviously these WWE superstars from the LJN line. So I'm very excited for San Diego Comic-Con. I hope you're very excited for San Diego Comic-Con. And we are going to be excited together. So come back tomorrow so we can discuss everything. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you for joining me. That's all I have for you. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need Fig Heel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 7,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With figure photography by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Full-color paperback and hardcover editions available now at heelbooks.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Fig Heel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.